Hey Scruffy, how you doing? Yeah, wow, coming in, huh? Watch out for the glass. I accidentally broke a glass bottle, so I'm a little late because I had to clean this stupid bottle up. And yeah, the bottle contained some oil, so it's really messy. Okay. And we kneel down, put your feet on the table, grab the glove. And sit in the chair. Really fun pet. Oh, Scruffy's into it. So yeah, I just accidentally knocked over a glass. It's called a spray bottle. It was on the counter. I accidentally knocked it off the counter, and it shattered when it hit the floor. Kind of annoyed. It's really clumsy. So I haven't used that bottle that much either. So I'm still trying to get it to work for me. So I bought it so I could spray different things. And one of the things I've been hoping to spray is oil, like olive oil or avocado oil or something. And I've heard you can do that. So, like, for popcorn or salads or whatever, or just spraying, just for spraying, light coats of things with oil. But I've been really struggling with it because usually it clogs up, and then I can't spray anything, and I'm spending forever trying to clean the thing and get it to work. So a long time ago, I bought 2 different spray bottle types. I bought a conventional pump type spray. Comes in a glass bottle. That's the one I broke. And I also bought a fancier one that I think it's like an aluminum bottle, and it has a pump feature where the top of it, you actually physically pump it, and you pressurize air, and it, I guess, allows the whatever liquid inside kind of come out via the pressure that you pumped in. So I used that one first, and it actually worked pretty well at first. And then after a while, it just completely clogged up, and I wasn't able to spray anything. And I spent many, many, many times trying to clean the thing, hoping to get it working again. And I can get it working with water, but every time I put oil back in it, it clogs up again. So I finally gave up on that one, and then I remembered I had bought the glass one. It actually came in a set of 2. So one of the bottles I actually put vinegar in there, and that one doesn't clog up. And then I had not put oil in the other one just because I was worried that it was just going to clog it up too. And this one isn't pressurized; it's just a pump. You just press down and you hope it thing sprays. So I didn't really think it was going to work. But I read that one way you can help get it to work is you dilute the oil with water. So and I've read different claims about how much water you need to put in there. So in some cases it's 1-to-1 ratio, and other more extreme cases, it's 3 to 5 or even 10 times more water than oil. So you really have to dilute it to get it to not clog up the pump. And anyway, so I was experimenting with that for the past, I think, few months. Finally got it into a scenario where it was actually working. I think it was something like 4 or 5-to-1 boil of water. So what I was spraying was kind of watery. It wasn't my favorite, but it at least worked. And I was thinking maybe if I brought back that some ratio like that to the pressurized one, maybe the pressurized one will work again. But I haven't done it because I hadn't used up all the oil in the working bottle. But yeah, I accidentally knocked that bottle off the counter and it shattered, and that's the end of that. So a little sad, all that work, and finally got it working, and now the bottle's shattered. Bought it through Amazon, so I guess it wasn't that expensive, so I could buy another one. But I seem to have I'm throwing away money recently, so I think I talked about that box of raisins that somehow disappeared off my cart. And then I had that moldy artichoke that I lost, and then I think there were a couple other things. Just good money getting thrown down the drain for no reason. So a little irritated. Scruffy really likes the pets tonight. So let's see. The weather is really nice today again. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to come to an end. I think we get one more day of good weather tomorrow, and then it looks like we're going to go into a heat wave. And I'm already seeing warnings on the weather thing about the heat coming. So it's going to be pretty bad. And I checked the weather. So I checked it yesterday, and I checked it a few times today, and I noticed it keeps changing, and it keeps changing for the worst. So every time I check it, the temperatures in a few days from now keep going up. So yeah, it's not looking good. And so I did this. I went for a long run today. So I went kind of late, so I actually just got back. And yeah, since I went late enough, it was really nice temperature. It was great temperature to do a long run for. Fortunately, my run was terrible. So for some reason, I just wasn't doing well. And at the very least, I at least finished the 5 laps. It took way longer than my previous attempts. So I did very poorly today, but I finished, so this has to count for something. And let's see, I saw the big bird again. So he was a slightly different part of the field, and he's moving around today. So on one side of the field, I saw him, and then on one of my laps around, he was on the other side. And he actually got, it was right on the edge of the trail at one point. So he's usually out in the middle of the field, and he came all the way to the trail, and so I was going to have to run by him. But I slowed down as I saw him in the distance, and I decided I was just going to kind of walk towards him and see what he does. And as I got closer, not that close. He was, I was still pretty far away. He decided he didn't want me getting too close, so he moved off the trail back into the field. But I think he was hovering over a squirrel mound, so I'm thinking, yeah, he's hunting the squirrel. There's squirrels all over that field, so he'll catch something. Okay, let's get your food. So, let's see. Yeah, I don't think I saw Scruffy today except at lunch. Yeah, Scruffy really didn't give me a chance to try to cut anything today. He saw me shift in my chair, and then he jumped. I wasn't doing anything with the scissors or anything, but yeah, just me shifting in the chair a little bit made him. He's still skittish enough where he kind of jumped away and changed position, so there was no chance I could cut anything today. So I just picked up the scissors, hoping I could sneak a cut while he was eating, but he saw me pick it up. So I put it down immediately. And he started backing away, but so I'm not gonna be able to cut anything. He's really jumpy. Hey, Scruffy. How you doing? I was stringing meows there. It's like got good weather again. Knock down that loose end. I was on the table. Means you messing it up though. It's the second time it's been knocked down in a week. I think you're you're batting that. Okay, let me put the food on the table. Water. The glove. Scruffy's avoiding the head. Yeah, just tuck the ear in. Nice meow. Go ahead, butt. You ready for food? Yeah. Okay, get your food. Tonight's dinner is smelly fish, kibble, and rotisserie chicken scraps. So even the smelly fish wasn't enough to keep Scruffy distracted from me picking up the scissors. So on the way home from the park, I saw 3 cats in that courtyard. I saw the friendly cat, he was lying down, and then I saw the youngling and the white cat with the gray top, or the dark top. I think it's top and bottom, but anyway, both those 2 cats are grooming themselves. Friendly cat was just lying there. It's kind of, yeah, it was getting late. I'm thinking, yeah, there must be somebody in that courtyard that feeds those cats. Because I see them in that courtyard a lot. And the fact that, I've seen at least, yeah, those 3 cats plus the friendly cat's pal kind of hang out there. And that white cat with the dark top and bottom, that's, I think, a relatively new cat. And then the youngling, I think, is. I think I've only seen it. I think it's less than a year old. Or at least I've only seen it less than a year. Youngling's full size now. Looks very similar to the POW. I have a hard time telling them apart, but I think the face of the POW looks fatter. So I'm gonna describe it a more worn down, I don't give a crap type look, where the youngling looks a little more innocent. And yeah, a lot of squirrels at the park today. Yesterday, as I was running down the trail, there was one time where I think it was an entire family of squirrels ran across the path to try to. I don't know why they do that. So I know there's lots of holes on the actually both sides of the trail, but yet when I come by, a lot of times the squirrels feel like they've got to run across the trail before I get there, even though there's plenty of places they could duck into on the side that they're already on. But yeah, they seem to like crossing immediately as you approach. So yeah, it was like a family. So it was adults and children in tow. So anyway, tomorrow the weather is supposed to still be good. So probably doing my bike ride tomorrow. And then it's gonna start heating up. I think the first day it's gonna be on that borderline, so it won't be it won't be miserable yet. So I'll be due for a run that day. So I'm guessing if I do an interval run that day, it'll probably be manageable. But then after that, it looks like it's going to get nasty. So I don't know what I'm going to do after that. I might be able to manage a bike ride if I go late enough. Might have to start feeding Scruffy later. So I can go later in the evening. It's potentially a little cooler. I don't know. The heat wave might get bad enough where it's not going to cool down in the evening. Balls. I think there's a little more food in there tonight. So at lunch I put in, I think, a little more kibble too, so he's probably getting too much extra food tonight. I also put in a lot of water in his food at lunch. I thought I put in too much, but I noticed Scruffy doesn't seem to mind me putting the water in at lunch. It just seems to drink the water first and then eats the kibble. And I think that extra water is slowing him down enough, because I guess it's, by putting that much water in there, it's really, the kibble's really getting soaked in it, and then I guess probably expanding a little and sticking more to the bowl, which makes it harder for him to eat too fast. And then I guess the water tastes good, because I guess it's getting all that kibble flavor. He seems to be drinking it first, so he's drinking it first. I'm thinking that's probably likes it. Okay, folks, thanks for watching. See you next time.